Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Halo Infinite and Kotaku. If you don't know what Kotaku is, essentially it's one of the longest running, largest gaming, primarily news platforms. At least that I can remember, right? Kotaku has been around, it seems like, forever now, and unfortunately they haven't been doing very well in recent years. There seems like there's been a little bit of downsizing, and it seems kind of like the reasons that this could be happening are very apparent. I mean, we're about to take a look at some perfect examples of why I think that this could be the reason as to what's going on over there at Kotaku. Anyway, Halo Infinite has come out, and it has definitely impressed most of the people who've played it. Me personally, Halo Infinite is one of my top 3 games of the year. I absolutely love it so far. I love playing it casually, and I love playing it competitively. I actually just started the campaign last night, so I'm not really that far into it, so I can't sit here and tell you that I love the campaign or anything like that, because I have not gotten far enough into it to have really any opinion, but personally, my time with Halo Infinite so far has been extremely promising. I think it was the best FPS that came out this year. I think it was definitely better than Vanguard, and it was light years ahead of 2042. Battlefield just really dropped the ball this year, in my opinion. And it definitely has stood out with my friends even. I noticed that pretty much every single day we're getting on Halo to play, which is not something that we can say about every game out right now. So unfortunately, it appears that Kotaku has a completely different view right now on Halo Infinite. In fact, if you were to read their articles for the vast majority of the time that they've even talked about this game, it's been done so in a very negative light, which, you know, if you genuinely think that Halo Infinite is bad or you don't like it, I'm not here to debate that. You're allowed to have that opinion. I mean, I'm not here to say that you're just wrong or anything like that. It's not that type of video, but the level that Kotaku is taking this against Halo Infinite to the point of literally trying to just throw, like, transphobic allegations at it, right? Like, it's insane the level that Kotaku is going to for this. And to the Kotaku staff or owners or anyone who could potentially stumble upon this video someday out there, let it be known that this type of shit has been the downfall of your company, right? Like, I remember reading Kotaku when I was a teenager, and, you know, that's been at least half a decade ago now at this point, but I remember reading Kotaku, and there was actually good articles on there, and there was actual information about the gaming industry on there. It wasn't these random, stupid hit pieces that these recent writers have come through with. It was people passionate about video games talking about video games, and it was awesome. That's the kind of experience that people want, especially on a platform that dedicates itself to the gaming industry and the entertainment industry at large. But the articles that we're about to take a look at today in this video against Halo Infinite are prime examples of what's wrong with Kotaku today, okay? These people are the least passionate gamers on the planet, right? And I know that sounds cringy to say, right? Like, oh, you're not a passionate gamer. Like, yeah, cool, but you kind of have to just go mask off with your passion for video games if you're going to write about them for a living. You know, it's not something that you bottle up. You don't need to try and be the cool kid on the block or anything like that. Just write about some fucking video games. I don't need anything more than that. I'm not going to Kotaku for political commentary. I'm not going to Kotaku for fucking anything else, right? I'm there to learn about video games. Instead, now Kotaku has to constantly bring some sort of controversy into it, right? They've got to bring some sort of, like, social fucking quagmire going on, and they have to throw that into the middle of an article, because it's relatable, man. You gotta know that Kotaku are some morally upright, you know, just great people, bro. Like, look at all their opinions on these different things. For instance, right? Halo Infinite's oddball Quidditch glitch lets you live out your transphobic wizard dreams. Yeah, this was a real article. And I'm going to go ahead and just throw this right here for the record at the beginning, before we even go into this. There was so much public backlash to this headline that they were forced to go and actually change it. In fact, the new one now reads, Halo Infinite's oddball Quidditch glitch makes ball appear to fly around on its own. Obviously, a very different tone taken, right? Like, they're clearly not taking the same take here, I guess, in this headline. Of course, they didn't really rewrite the article, so there's some references to that in here. But according to the update here, the headline of this post has been updated to more clearly reflect the contents of the article, which, by the way, it already did, because, well, they're going to continue this stupid opinion take here in the article, so let's take a look. For those of you, like me, are missing Griffball, Halo's in and out of universe football style combat sport in Halo Infinite, you can at the very least pretend you're playing Quidditch, the favorite wizard sport of transphobes everywhere. Thanks to a new glitch in the possession-based oddball game type, the glitch causes the ball to fly around the map much like the shitty wizard books' famous golden snitch. Alright, so this is in reference to the fact that J.K. Rowling has apparently made a bunch of transphobic statements on like Twitter, and I guess in interviews and whatnot. She's said a bunch of stuff that has made people basically deem her like anti-LGBTQ and whatnot, so I don't actually know the full extent of that. I've only kind of just heard about it from here, like, I guess around, I don't know, I don't really know how to fucking describe it. I saw like 3 tweets about it on Twitter. There's your best description. And yeah, was it necessary? Absolutely not. Obviously, Harry Potter and Quidditch really has nothing to do with Halo. I guess the Quidditch glitch kind of makes the thing appear, Harry Potter reference, I don't know, man. It's fucking stupid, and the constant bashing of Harry Potter was just absolutely ridiculous here. So this article is by someone by the name of Renata Price, and Renata has written a couple of shitty articles here recently we're going to take a look at, so it's just a low-effort, low-hanging fruit hit, and that's what gaming journalism, and realistically journalism altogether, has kind of turned into. These people don't have to have journalistic integrity, you know? Renata, she doesn't have to fucking try, because as long as she can just, you know, take these low-hanging fruits, oh, who does Twitter not like? Oh, okay, let me make a reference to that. Doing this kind of shit is just embarrassing, you know what I'm saying? Kotaku has been on the downward slide for a little bit now, and it's just things like this that prove exactly why it's been happening. People are coming here for gaming content and to read about new video games and trending information and whatnot, and instead you're taking out your personal vendetta against the creator of a completely unrelated entertainment series for some stupid fucking comments that they've made on Twitter or somewhere, right? That has nothing to do with anything you're writing about. These people purportedly have college degrees in journalism, okay? And they are actually on payroll to write shit like this, okay? Shit that is so divisive and insane that it literally causes Kotaku to have to come back in and make alterations to the title. Like, you know, if you're somebody you're a journalist, quote unquote, I don't even like calling these motherfuckers journalists, but you're a quote unquote journalist, and you don't understand how to write a title that doesn't make the audience hate you, maybe you suck at your job. If you can't write about something without throwing in your personal fucking problems with other stupid stuff, you know, fucking J.K. Rowling, some stupid shit she said, then maybe you're just not good as a journalist. I don't know what these Kotaku writers and people like Renata think that they're doing. You're not being, you know, you're not being bold. You're not being brave. You're not standing up for the transgender community. You're putting an unnecessary target on their back by throwing them into the mix somewhere that they don't deserve to have themselves thrown into. How many transgender people do you think are genuinely hurt by this Halo Infinite glitch that, you know, visually may remind you of something in a series that's created by someone deemed a transphobe? How many transgender people are really that fucking upset by it? Hey, if there's transgender people watching this video and you feel upset by this, go ahead and let me know down below, because if I'm missing something here, go ahead and let me know about that, but honestly, I don't think I am. So Kotaku tried to move on very quickly from this bullshit. They tried to, I guess, kind of press out a real quick Halo Infinite article that, you know, kind of just talks about it in a negative light still, but isn't just blatantly just bullshitting the game for the sake of it. Here we go. How Halo Infinite used a semi-open world to deliver on the promise of Halo. Okay, now we're not going to go through this article. I know that might disappoint some of you, but I just wanted to point out the fact that this is what they came up with to try and damage control, because so many people started destroying Kotaku on like Twitter and in the comments of the post and everything about that whole oddball Quidditch transphobe thing. And this is how they try to move on. And this is what Kotaku has been doing constantly, just writing, you know, negative article after negative article, because, you know, that's what gets clicks, I guess, and when you're basically falling apart at the seams, that's kind of what you need, so that's what they've been up to. And, well, there's another article we are going to be taking a look at that just, it blows my mind that this got written, and this is also by Renata Price. So, Renata, you got the 2-for-1 special today. Thank you very much for that. Free content anyway, so. Dev says Halo is for everyone following harassment video, but that's never been true. Competition is at the heart of Halo, and if 343 Industries wants to fix its community, it will have to start there. All right, so I'm a little confused going into this. I feel like this is going to be an article that's nitpicky for the sake of being nitpicky, but I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from Kotaku. So, competitive game modes, including Halo's casually competitive quick play playlist, are built around the social pressure of good performance. You are expected to be good at violence and to do it at every opportunity. You are reminded of this every time you see the scoreboard, which displays your contributions to both teams. This is the biggest pussy thing I've ever heard. Like, this is so sad, okay? You're expected to be good at violence and to do it at every opportunity. Why are you complaining about that? You picked up a fucking violent first-person shooter and are then surprised that you have to be good at violence? You picked up a Halo game and you thought you didn't have to be good at violence to understand it? Like, use your fucking brain, Renata. Like, do you think when you write this, or do you just fucking let the words flow, and then just let an editor look at it? What's going on here? You're reminded of this every time you see the scoreboard, which displays your contributions to both teams. Okay, and? What, are you afraid to see statistics? They gotta take stats out of the game now? You're dog shit at the game, and it makes you feel bad about yourself. Therefore, me, a player who can actually go positive at times, I'm not the best player, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I am, but a player who can actually handle the statistics, I now have to be punished, and I now have to have a worse time on this game? Is that the expectation here? What the fuck? There's a social pressure for good performance. I've never felt quote-unquote socially pressured to play good in any video game, because it's a fucking game, dude. Like, yeah, on the inside, I do want to be good at the game. I do want to have a good performance, because a good performance is more fun. That is just objective truth. If I'm playing Halo and I drop 50 kills on these fucking idiots in Oddball, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Because I had a good performance, do I feel pressured to hit 50 every game? Or realistically, any game? No, I don't. Because if I go 10 and 20 and still have fun, I'm okay with that. It's just that simple. I feel no fucking pressure because it's a video game. Oh no, what, the guy on the game is gonna shit talk me? I don't even think you can do that in Halo. I don't even think there's a voice feature. So what fucking pressure do you feel? There's no consequences. If anything, in modern gaming, you're actually kind of benefiting if you're dog shit at the game, because you get to play against worse people because of skill-based matchmaking. If Halo is to become, as Jackson predicts, a primary social space for the next lockdown, then it has to reckon with the reality of its design. 343's own head of design claimed that Halo is for everyone, which is true insofar as everyone can adhere to the social values and systems presented by the game, though at times, at the expense of their own dignity. Conditional belonging is not good enough for the future we are walking into. What the fuck are you talking about? There is no social value, okay? Yeah, there's rules to the game, right? Like in Slayer, you have to get more fucking kills than the opposing team to win. Yeah, you have to have rules. It turns out people don't like just loading onto a fucking map and just shooting for nothing. People like to actually feel something. They like to feel fucking serotonin, right? People want to win something. People want to be good at something. If you don't want to, you're the odd person out on this one. You're the one who the game is not meant for. Which, yeah, Halo is for everyone, except for people who are too fucking, apparently, mentally feeble to accept the fact that the game has, basic scorekeeping. Actually has teams, gives you an objective to play and win for. And yeah, she probably can understand these things, but at the end of the day, when you're sitting here fucking complaining about these things that are just staples to pretty much any game ever, it's considered conditional belonging. Like, that's just absurd to me. I say all of this as someone with a deep love of competitive video games, casual and ranked alike, but this love has been consistently compromised by design, which incentivizes intra-team competition as much as it does competition with your opponents, and the complete lack of a casual social space where players can meet new people without the pretense of competition. Halo's sandboxes are messy and fun. Players should be given the opportunity to explore them without needing to organize a group for custom game modes. What? So are you, what are you asking for? I'm fucking confused here. Like, are you saying that they should take the competition out of all the game modes here? Like, this is bad because the article doesn't explain what it should be explaining. It's shit writing. Since you apparently have a problem writing when you do this shit, let me explain this to you. When you want to present an idea, you need to actually fucking explain your idea. So you think that people should just be wandering the map, just exploring the beautiful landscapes, the Halo sandboxes, just explore those bad boys in a game of Slayer. Are you asking for like a Call of Duty World War II-esque social area where players can hang out in a headquarters? I mean, I guess that's fine. That's cool. We're not going to do that in the Slayer game mode, though, or Capture the Flag, or Oddball. Feel free to do that in a casual lobby, you know? That's fine, I guess. Do that with your friends in your own little casual custom game mode or whatever, but I don't understand what you think this game is going to do. You're someone with a deep love for competitive video games, but you hate everything that makes a video game competitive. You hate all of the systems in place that actually provide any form of competition or desire to win. You don't know how to write an article without making a fucking, reference to something Twitter hates, and this is, once again, the reason Kotaku is on the fall. To be honest with you, I don't know how, someone like Renata here has a job in the first place. I don't understand, because this is just piss poor writing altogether. It's fucking garbage. I'm not saying I hope this woman gets fired, but at the end of the day, I don't know how she got fucking hired in the first place, because this level of writing is complete horseshit. She can't thoroughly explain any concepts that she talks about. She makes random fucking points that actually contradict with other things that she wrote within the same fucking paragraph even. She's dividing and upsetting fans of Kotaku, or readers of Kotaku, I should say, because Kotaku really doesn't have that many fans these days, but I don't understand it, man. Like, what's the hiring process like there, guys? Can I fucking pitch an article in and automatically get a job? What's going on? I forgot I'll never get hired at Kotaku because I don't think that mentioning a glitch in Halo Infinite has to revolve around fucking J.K. Rowling, so... Anyway, with that being said, though, you see it here. This is the Halo Infinite slander, and it needs to fucking stop. It's idiotic. Kotaku, you should be ashamed. You guys are naughty. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on this channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus. Well, just over what Kotaku has to say, to be honest, and signing out.